Each waking day, we do our best to take care of our families by how we eat and how we live. We try to prepare our loved ones every day, making sure they are eating right, taking care of themselves in today's bustling world.
Since 1907, my family's been growing cranberries in the Midwest, holding their own against some of the biggest names in fruit and produce. I've taken my lead from 3 generations of Habelmans before me, growers who cared for their land and harvested good fruit for good health. And now my family is responsible for 1/3 of the fresh cranberries in the whole world. Hi, I'm Ray Habelman, CEO of Habelman Cranberries. And this is my home, this is my office, this is my life. Let me share with you what my family's built here in Tomah, Wisconsin over the last 100 years. You know, a lot of people don't realize that the cranberry actually grows on a vine, and it's a perennial. So once we plant the cranberry vine, we don't have to do it again. There's no reason they won't last for upwards of 100 years even on the same vine. They need a lot of pollination. You know, luckily we have a lot of natural pollinators, wild bees and things like that around the bogs. But we do have to rent a lot of honeybees. This industry is very dependent on a healthy honeybee hive, so we rent a bunch of them. If your cranberries are going to get large and they're going to grow big, you have to have good pollination. Otherwise, they're just going to be little bitty guys. You know that cranberries are turning ripe when they start turning red. As you can see here, they have a nice red blush to them, and the seeds on the inside will start turning brown. That's how you know that the cranberry is ripe and ready for harvest. You know, we grow cranberries for the fresh market, which is a lot different than 95% of the other cranberry growers in this world do. The harvest process is a lot more time consuming and it requires a lot more labor. The first thing we do is we flood the bed right before we harvest it with just a little bit of water, 6 or 8 inches. And what that does is the cranberry is hollow and is very buoyant, and it tries to float up to the surface. It doesn't actually come off the vine, but it floats up a little bit. Then we put our fresh harvest machines in the bed. They're about 6 foot wide, and they have stainless steel teeth on the front. And the teeth just kind of comb through the vines and gently pop the cranberries off one by one. Then we don't drop the cranberry back in the water. We actually transport it into a little steel tub. And then once they're in the tub, they're pulled to the very end of the cranberry bed. We pick them up with an excavator and put them in a truck. And that's it, they're off the bed. From there, the truck will go up to our processing facility and we'll dry off all the surface water off the cranberry and then put them in our coolers until it's ready to pack them out and send to the customer.
The Habelman family has been growing and shipping fresh cranberries long before the word superfruit was ever used. In a side-by-side comparison, fresh cranberries contain more vitamins and antioxidants than any other of those so-called superfruits. High in natural fiber and vitamin C, fresh cranberries have been known to help with urinary tract issues, stomach ulcers and complications, as well as help prevent gum and heart disease.
Here at Habelman Cranberry, quality is very important. The first step of the process is we bounce test the cranberry. A good cranberry will bounce, a bad berry does not. So the bad berries filter through this very old technology and get taken out of the line. And the good berries continue onward. Then we also sort them for color. The green and white berries we take out. Even though they're still good and they taste fine, we take them out so you don't see them in your bag. You know, quality here, that is the most important thing when you're trying to sell a fresh cranberry. We don't pack them until we get an order in our hand. When we get a customer order, that's when we start up these machines. You know, we don't pack them until the customer wants them. And then once we have them packed, they're out the door.
Fresh cranberries only represent 5% of the cranberry industry, but don't be mistaken, it's the healthiest 5% of the industry. Most people don't know that a lot of juice and sweetened or dried cranberry products actually contain very little cranberry content. That's why incorporating whole fresh cranberries into your diet throughout the year is so important for those of you in pursuit of vitamins and antioxidants.
It feels good to know that our product is so healthy. Makes it a lot easier getting up in the morning knowing that it's good for folks and their families. We have a very extensive food safety program. We can trace back every cranberry that's sold to the bed that we harvested it from. And it's all about food safety. We take it very, very serious. Cranberry season is big for this local area. You know, we hire a lot of people, and so do all the other cranberry marshals around here.
We do tours. There's a big Cran Fest not far from here that brings in a lot of money to the local community. The hotels, everything else do really well, restaurants, and we sell a lot of product. Right here, right from our marsh, we sell a lot of product this time of year.
You know, sustainability has been important to us for 105 years now. You know, we want to focus on having a good impact on the environment, not a bad impact. You know, we use the most efficient irrigation systems available, so we use very little water. The water we do use, we can recover, so we're not stressing the water systems around the area. You know, we hire professional consultants to help us with our applications. We put on the least amount of nutrients and fertilizer as we can and still have a healthy crop. The same thing applies to pesticides. You know, we're really getting away from any of the dangerous pesticides, and almost everything we use now is very safe for the environment. You know, it just feels good having a positive impact on the environment. The fish like to use the water, and you know, the geese and the ducks land in the lakes, and no, it feels real good.
The team at Habelman wanted to be sure you knew how to mix whole fresh cranberries into your daily diet, so they have posted 3 unique recipes on their website, habelmancranberries.com. A dessert that everyone will love, a relish and salsa that is good for pork and chicken, and a fail-safe way to work cranberries into your favorite muffin mix. And don't forget, whole cranberries freeze very well, so pick up an extra bag this fall and keep them in the freezer for when things warm up.
At Habelman's, we're proud to grow 1/3 of the fresh cranberries in the world every year. Our 100-year tradition holds true to small-town values like care, craftsmanship, and quality. Thank you for allowing me to share my family story on how we built this business for my children and country.
To learn more about cranberries, their whole body benefits, and how you can get more fruit into your family's diet, visit habelmancranberries.com.